Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact song reaction. Today we have a continuation of Her Wishes from the last time. Somebody said that this one is a kind of a similar vibe, so here we are with Maidens of Sanctity. It's a shorter one, and I'm aware of that, but so many people wanted me to listen to this one that I've got to do it. It was like 50 likes or something. It was so many. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? Let's go. Oh, that tickles my brain in all the right ways. I loved that opening note. Ooh, that clashed. I'm wondering if it's gonna hit a dissonant note again. I'm very curious. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's really cool. This is beautiful. That dissonance really threw me off in a really good way. Oh, the lower tones. Okay. This is definitely one of my favorite vocal lines that I've heard from any music ever. That was gorgeous. All right, so you just saw me play that. I've been nerding out about this. I've been literally messing with it on this. Like, I've been playing this around. So this is a C, and then a jump to an A, B, A, and then G sharp, F sharp. That is super cool. The only reason that that is cool is because it going from the white keys, these don't, like, you can pretty much make any combination of these notes, and they really don't feel right. It's always dissonant, and I think it's that C in there because these do. They sound fine together, but you throw in that C and nothing about that works. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry, I'm being an absolute nerd. Hey everybody, it's me a day later. I decided while I was editing this that I should record this little discovery from this morning because I woke up still obsessed with this vocal line and I wanted to deconstruct it. So I found out that the song is in E major by enough plucking around and deciphering what each note was and applying it to a chord. It's E major. The thing is, that note right there, the one that I was like, why does that sound so cool with it being diminished? It's because it's from the parallel E minor chord. Not E major that the song is written in. They borrowed the straight natural C from E minor and put it into E major. If the song were written directly in E major, the song would have used a C sharp. So what happens here, if you use C sharp, it would have been, which isn't the right note, but it does fit in the chord like its own thing, right? They all kind of fit. But then you put in that C natural, suddenly it doesn't. So they put in the C natural from the E minor parallel to the main song's chord progression of E major and decided to make it which just gives it a little bit more intensity, and I love that. Basically, that one note in there, that C, clashing with the A and the B because they would be so close to each other in the normal octave that they'd be playing in, but because they jump the octave and that note shouldn't be in there, it feels like it's a different part of the song, and there's this movement between the lower octave and it bouncing up, and then staying in within the one set of the F sharp, the G sharp, the A, and the B, and that's just that's so neat. So those notes in there, the F sharp, the G sharp, the A, and the B, those all kind of work together when you play around with them because they're like a tonal match that you're used to hearing. I'm not a professional composer or music theorist, so I'm sorry that I'm getting these terminologies mixed up, but I know the general concept of why that sounds cool, and it's just like those work well, but then throwing in that C from an octave lower shouldn't be there because the A's and the B's being in there just it creates this clash, especially when you're trying to move down to a sharp like the F's and the G, and it just it doesn't fit at all, and it really creates this cool dichotomy in the music, this concert of notes that do belong together being disrupted by this one slightly off to the side. It kind of adds to the story of this song where there's something just a little bit off, there's something that's a little bit sad, a little bit maybe dreary or like wrong happening. It's that sort of concept. There's that one note that's standing out whereas everything else is kind of working together, and I had to just go full nerd to figure out what was going on to the point of playing it myself, which is very rare for me. So this is really cool that I'm able to talk this much and get so excited about a song that is barely 2 minutes long. I loved how that sounded. The vocals were beautiful. The composition was super unique to me. I hear that sometimes in a song that has that one note, that dissonance against everything else in the song. But this is the first time where they made it so prominent, it right up at the front row. You know, it's part of the main melody, and the fact that the vocals are singing it make it that much harder to avoid. You're just being faced up front and personal with this, which usually that type of dissonance is kind of shoved to the back a little bit more. And it's just so cool to hear this. And later in the song, having that octave drop for the vocals to like add a harmony line underneath it, that was really cool. I always get excited when that happens because my singing comes out and I'm just like, ooh, I remember doing that when I was doing singing stuff. So it's just a beautiful song, and I'm so glad now that this song was today's pick because that is the first time I've pulled out a piano on a Genshin song. I've only ever done it for one other song, and it was Arknight's Spring Pulse. I've got a whole in-depth video about that coming eventually, probably this month, so if you're interested in that, by all means, come back when you see it. And guess that's gonna do it for this video. I usually don't get into the point of playing a piano, so I think that's pretty much the highest praise I can offer a song, is it getting me so excited that I have to find out what it's doing in that moment. So yeah, thank you so very much for recommending this one. Thank you to everybody who liked that comment so I saw it. And if you have any other songs you want me to listen to, by all means, let me know and vote up the ones that are your favorites in the comments below. And if you want to support me and everything else, you know how to do that. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!